Hello, my name is Bastián. I'm from IL2, no, IEL2. This is my third journal from the first from the second semester. Um, what have I learned about the topics? I have learned about how linguistic imperialism uh, punch how power has relation with social relations which we are establishing now in our society. Mm, I think it's important to know how people try to attack this because they have their own cultural context, but then we have the perspective from another linguist who can be like Quirk, who said that the varieties are just for the native speakers, and then we have the controversial topic of the world Englishes, because world Englishes are one part of the varieties of the world in terms of the linguistic imperialism with the English. English is the language, but we have to understand that language has power, language control, and the power and the cultural context in which English is being developed is different because of the geographical context in terms of the particular groups context, and the way in which I or people but as individuals receive the language. In this case is English. Then we have the relation between language and citizenship, because we have learned about how how my how my skills, how how societies how does societies being being changed been changing in terms of the structure of the society, the perspective of the creation of new order as a social order is different because of the way in which government is trying to make another situation from us. But actually nowadays we have one perspective, but we have to understand that there are a lot of perspectives which can be as the perspective of the feminism, of the a new citizenship, different from what we have now, what we have actually here. The hegemonic power against the hegemonic power. How my experience with the language in this unit was like trying to adapt new concepts to my vocabulary, like try to practice the pronunciation of the words, and be focus my attention and my intentions at the pronunciation and the way in which I have to organize ideas. What what I try to organize my ideas. I try to write it, try to plan, and then I have to produce something, but with the notion of with the notion that I'm uh, a little bit more critical, but understanding that I have a structure which I have to follow in terms of the organization of the ideas. My language skills was trying to make the perspective of the writing structure that I have as a weak point, but I try to improve that in a good way. Thank you.